Well, how do you do there, doll collectors? This is your favorite doll collector who wants to explain some updates on certain dolls here. And Miss Benny is sitting next to me wanting to listen to what I've got to say because she's the new part of the doll family. When I got the Sissy doll, I was a little bit too excited and noticed some problems. First of all, the insides of her body were rusted. Not the bottom of her legs, but the top and her head plates. Her head was crooked. And it wasn't until after I washed her clothes for the first time she still had that muggy smell. She never smelled muggy. In fact, my Araby doll smelled muggy. And I was afraid that I might have doll disease, classic disease, but it did smell like vinegar syndrome. And so what happened was that I first washed Sissy in vinegar to get rid of that smell, and I aired her for 2.5 days. And afterwards, the smell went down a bit, so with the Araby doll. And then afterwards, I got some Pine Sol and did the same thing with both. And then I noticed her top plate was crooked, and the rust on the top of Sissy's pole, her metal was rusted. And even in her arms, so what I did is I got some Vaseline petroleum jelly and got a paintbrush and paint coated all that stuff to stave off the disease. And what I couldn't reach, I used DW-40, and I wiped off the excess, and including in her arms, I wiped off the excess. And then the next thing that I did was I straightened her plate out. Her head is not crooked anymore. I got a vice gripper and lightly tapped, and that straightened it out. But I ran out of string for her arms and all that, so I had to order more. And I'm about to show the demonstration of putting her head back and taking them out of the bag. I put them in baking soda, including clothes. I'm hoping the smell is way down. I don't think we can get rid of all the smell with our old dogs. Not if they got metal. Benny's been taken care of, but she smells a little bit too, but not vinegar syndrome. The owner told me that. But anyway, I'm going to show you also, I relined Tea Time Kelly's clothes. I replaced her elastic, and I'll show you what she looks like in a couple of moments in this doll update. Now here's the old video of Tea Time Kelly's restring. Now here she is now. You see what I did? I relined her, look. See how puffy her sleeves are? I relined it with elastic. Don't you see? Her underwear is totally relined. You can see it. Totally relined with new elastic. Her petticoat. Excuse me. Her petticoat is totally relined. It's tight. It doesn't fall down anymore. See? See how the back of her underwear is totally relined. And now her petticoat is stiff, and now she looks as good as new as when I got her back in the late 90s, 98 if I remember. She's just as good as new because I know the better techniques of relining, replacing elastic, and she looks a lot better now. That's the way she looked originally. Excuse me, I'm going to show you the doll one more time. I think her skirt was a little bit stuck out. Yeah, now you can see her better. See how perfect I have fixed her? She's totally perfect now. See? Totally perfect. The size thing, her string, her puffy sleeves are puffier and everything. I got this 5 yards of 4 millimeter elastic string from CR Crafts, and it was 5 yards at a good deal. So let's open this up. Let's hope I'm not ripped off. Oh, I'm not. Oh. Well, I got my 5 yards of elastic. This cost me only $5 and something cents for 5 yards altogether. Isn't this a good buy? And I got enough for Sissy's arms and as well as Sissy's head. And fortunately, she's straight. Now, whether or not the smell is gone, that's a question mark. I'll have to show you next. Well, it looks like Benny wants to get into the restoration, get involved in this restoration. Well, Mike, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to take Sissy out to see if her smell is gone. I think her smell's way down. I'm going to restring her head. By the way, Miss Benny, would you like to have your nails painted pink since you got pink lips and show on another YouTube video? No, thank you, Mike. I'm a 65-year-old girl, and we're not supposed to look like women. But I appreciate it. Okay, let's start restringing Sissy. Here's the bag. Oh. Well, it smells a little bit, but I guess all of us old dolls smell the one tiny bit. Yeah, we better undo this now. Oh, yes. I'll have to tear it up. Okay, let's see if how much her smell is gone. Oh, I noticed you got baking soda in there. Yes, yeah, Benny, I got baking soda. Okay, let's test her body. I had to put temporary legs, arms in her, but I'm gonna cut them off to put in for the new stuff. Okay, I'm gonna smell it. Well, it looks like her smell is still muggy, unfortunately. Oh, it smells kind of way down. It's kind of way down a little bit. Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be, Mike. I'm gonna cut Sissy's arms. Okay. I'm gonna cut this side first. Tough dolls, Benny. I know. I was tough. Got it. Okay, Benny, now we got get rid of this stuff off her arm. I gotta give her another bath. Well, the mugginess went down a little bit, not much because it's the steel, but I did, Benny, I did put some Vaseline petroleum jelly and I painted in her. I hope it just delays the effects. Delays the effects of the disease that all you dolls can get. Okay. Well, maybe I better put a piece of paper. Oh, that bathroom. Benny, I got her fully dusted. I'm going to get her head. Unfortunately, the smell entirely gone, but I guess she's an old doll. Well, some smells are bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have that plastic disease. It's just that she's probably been in storage for a long time, and yeah, I'm gonna have to check out her clothing. I probably wouldn't be surprised if that remains muggy. There's nothing you can do if the dog gets that old. Now, Miss Benny, we're gonna wipe Sissy's face off and hair. Couldn't find a newspaper. Anyway, there was advertisement. I didn't want to give it a sense that, yeah, she needs dusting. Oh, the smell. Yeah, the mugginess is not gone, unfortunately. But it can't be helped. And I got to do the Araby. Oh yeah, and you got to check the clothes too, and you got to reline Sissy's coat. I guess you were lucky. You got a good doll restore fixed you right. You don't smell as bad. But guess it couldn't be helped. I did the best I could. What I got. Yep, her head's okay. We're going to get the Araby doll knocked off. Knock off. See if her smell's gone. Why do you call it a knockoff? Because it's a copy of an Araby. Okay. Just have to take this off. Okay, now we're going to have to dust her off a bit. Make sure you keep it away from me. Yeah, I will. I gotta make sure her hair is clean, and I can feel that baking soda everywhere. Look at that baking soda. Look at that baking soda, Miss Benny. Oh, think that I done it? Yeah, might do it. Well, Miss Benny, I got her all dusted, but unfortunately the smell hasn't gone, which indicates that sometimes you can't get rid of the doll smell. Well, I'm sure it's not that plastic disease. No, it doesn't smell like vinegar syndrome, and she doesn't look like she's breaking down. But that's the best I could do. Now we're going to see if her clothes smell is gone. Now her clothes, Sissy's clothes. That baking soda. Oh, that doesn't smell. The mugginess is still there. Yeah, and this is the color. See, Benny, yes, I see the color of her yellow coat just blended into her robe. Yeah, and here is how it happened using that combination of baking soda and Pine Sol cheap knockoff. See how I ruined it, and look, her lining needs re-sewing here, and I gotta re-sew that. It ain't that damaged, it ain't that good anymore. And look what Pine Sol did to this, Miss Benny. Look what it ruined that too. Now I didn't touch this because there was nothing wrong with that. And that's okay. That's okay. Her underwear's okay. But let's see if... Oh, the smell's down a tad bit, not much. Let's face it, I think Sissy, Miss Benny, came from a smoking environment more than vinegar syndrome. But still, I gotta knock off the dust here too. Now we take the string and measure Sissy's head, Benny. Oh, let's see, from here to, yeah, like that. Now we're going to go upside down to try to fix Benny's neck. Sissy's neck, excuse me, then that's okay, we get confused. Let's see, which side? Oh, that side. Okay, that side. Let's see now. I cut enough string. Okay, let's see. Well, I got it in. Now we're going to tie her head. Okay. Now I got to get some pliers and ply that before I can slip that in. Now, what do you have, Mike? Well, I have this plier and I'm going to uncrimp it a little bit. I can slide it out in, and then I'm going to put her head, put her thing in, kind of thick, very thick. Okay, and then I'm going to crimp it a little bit, slightly. Difficulty. I'm going to tie her head up. Wish me good luck. Okay. They say 3 knots. I know. Okay. One more time. 3 knots. Okay, let's see what. Okay. Her head's tight enough. Let's hope her head's tight enough. Now it's kind of loose. We're going to try one more time. I made a longer string. I had a struggle putting it in. That's why I have to do it behind the camera. Now we're going to try to crimp this a bit. I'm having trouble crimping it. Time I got to go to that store and buy the thinner string. That means I wasted money. Maybe this was too thick. But that's not the case. Now, here we go. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, I got it. Now I gotta knot this in and I think it'll be ready. Well, I got her head tight. I needed a stronger piece of rope, and I finally got her head tight. And if you notice, she's straight now, and his head's not shaky. Now, maybe the string was a little too thick. Maybe I needed, for her head, at least about 3 millimeter string instead of 4 millimeter or 3.8, because maybe that was the problem. But I had a longer string and I tightened her head and she's in good shape. Now I got to get her arms. You know, Mike, you do a good job. Well, thank you, Miss Benny. Now I'm going to try to uncrimp this a little. Now this string didn't work for her head. It'll be good for this. I know it probably would be good for it. See, it's enough room for that. So then in terms, I slip it in both ways. Well, I hope there's enough SD card space. I got a new one, but so I get nervous. Oh, it slipped out. What? The thing slipped out. It's okay. Okay then. Get through that polling. Oh, it did it again. I finally got the legs through. Now we're going to try to go on to the other side. I got to decrimp this. Okay. Okay, then we'll go on this side. All these dolls are giving me difficulty. Okay. Oh, Mike, you're doing a good job. I know, miss. Thank you. Okay. Got it. Now we're going to tie it. Wish me good luck. I think I got it tightened, I think. So, one more time. I think I did. Let's see now. Let's put it. Hope it ain't loose. Okay. I have to cut this. Now I'll have to use some more string. So tight. Okay, let's put it in now. Okay. No, it's too loose. It's too loose. I'm going to have to cut a longer. We are done with that, Benny. The next step would be to sew the lining in her coat. Look at that tape. That's strange. Oops. A hole in it. Sew the lining in her coat, and I think I'm going to sew. I think whoever did this homemade dress needed to sew that against that too. So I'm going to do that too. Then I'm going to iron it because it don't need washing anymore. And the smell has also gone down too. Oh yes, I noticed. I don't smell it neither, Mike. Well, Benny, I just pinned up all the bottoms, and I'm going to fixing to sew up on the sides. Oh, Mike, that is such good work. Oh, Miss Benny, what do you think about the lining here that I sewed up? Boy, Mike, that looks very, very great. Good. Well, it's not perfect, but I was able to line it up. The next thing I'm going to do is get white thread and sew it against here, because when I first got it, it was unsewed and it needed to be sewn. Good, Mike. Well, that's good stitching, Mike. You don't even notice the thread on the white lining. No, Miss Benny. Originally, I was going to use thread, and I did use thread a little bit, but it showed behind the coat, so I had to pull the stitches out. And I used instead some clothes glue. Oh, that's real perfect. Benny, Mike took my arms off because he felt that my arms weren't tough enough. Guess what, Miss Benny? I just recently rewashed Sissy's clothes, and guess what happened? What happened, Mike? Don't you notice? The bleed is gone. And then the bleed on her nightgown is gone too. So is the bleed on her robe. And that bleed is totally gone. That bleed is totally gone on the on her pants, which is pretty good. And also, Miss Benny, I also replaced the elastic on the Araby doll knockoff, including her underwear. So now she's going to be more fluffier. Well, that's good, Mike. Well, Miss Benny, I tried this 4mm rope, but I discovered it wasn't stretchable enough, and because originally restring the head of a doll of another sissy, the rope was either 3x8 or 2x8. This made it real impossible. Oh, Mr. Mike, when are you going to put my arms back there? I'm hurting in pain. Wait a minute, Miss Sissy. I made so many mistakes because I'm an amateur doll restorer, not a professional one. So I ordered some professional rubber bands from Kathy Lee's hospital in Boston, and I'm not advertising, but I ordered it from, and it should work. But I'm going to have to recut your head off because, Sissy, the rubber band, even though the 4mm stuff is a little bit thick and it holds you, unfortunately keeps your eyes from closing. Oh, Mike, don't do that. It's going to be painful to have my head cut off again. But these rubber bands will hold you tight and keep your eyes closed better, because right now you're not closing your eyes. But I can live without it. I can live my eyes kind of open. Well, I have to do it properly. Now, we're going to open up, Miss Benny, and see what the rubber bands are going to look like, and hopefully they'll fit Sissy. It's from Kathy Lee's hospital, and they said they'd be about 20. I mean, they're about 18 and 20-inch dolls. Okay, let's see what it is. Oh, here they are. They seem to be quite small. Oh, I didn't know that it would be this small. This looks more like it could fit Wendykins. Yes, they do look small, Mike, but maybe they're supposed to be this small. But we'll have to try to see, won't we? Mr. Mike, they're really small. Yes, they are. As I said before, it looks like they would fit mainly Sisettes and sissies. They should have been more revealing. Or maybe they're supposed to be. So we're going to try. Well, I got her head apart, so now I'm going to try some of these rubber bands. Could you please hurry, Mike? I'm in so much pain. Now, after a little bit of a struggle, I got the teeny weeny little rubber band in here, if you can see it. And I'm going to put a shoe thing in here, a shoe string in here, and And I'm going to thread it in and pull it together and hope it'll work. Wish me good luck, Benny. Now we got this shoestring right onto the rubber band, and we're going to anchor it right now to the thing, to the hook. So wish me good luck, Benny. I will, Mike. Hurry up, my arms, my head is in pain. Okay, Miss Sissy. Let me get my glasses. Okay, here we go. I think we're getting it. Okay. Okay, we got it. Let's see. Oh, her head is tight. Oh my goodness, her head is, now her eyes closed. Look, her head is tight. Yes, you fixed me right now. Fix my arm. Yes, Mike, you fixed her right. See, her head's tight. See? God, it's real tight now. Now this rubber band should last about 5 or 6 years. Maybe I should have got a cord, but this was a quick answer. Thank you, Kathy Lee's Hospital. Her eyes are closed too. This is pretty good. Now we're going to get her arms through this. Bring this in. The reason why I've been showing some of the videos because her rubber band going in there was such a struggle, and it was just I didn't want to end up having to use up my SD card. Now I got that in there, if you can see, Miss Benny. And then I'm going to use the same shoestring. I'm going to use the same shoestring. The same shoestring. Make sure you're on there, doll. Will you hurry up, Mike? I'm in pain without my arms. Okay, Miss Sissy. Miss Sissy, be patient. Mike is just doing the best he can. I know, Benny. Okay, now we go through it here, Miss Benny. We thread it here, like this. Wasn't so nervous. Well, you're doing all right, Mike. Wait a minute. Okay. We'll try it one more time. Okay, now we got it. Now we anchored it here, Miss Benny. Okay, now we're going to tighten that. See that? See that? Now we're going to anchor it there. Let's hope it don't break. Wait a minute. It's stubborn. Wait a minute. Oh, it's so stubborn. Okay. Oh, this is stubborn. This is so stubborn. Okay, we're getting, okay. We're getting, I think, no, we're not getting it. Are we getting? No, we're not getting it. The wrong thing. Maybe I should have drank the coffee earlier. Okay, we're getting it. Okay, let's take it out. Oh, it didn't work again. Thread it in. Now let's see. Okay, here we go. One more time. Trying to get it. I think I got it. Okay, we're gonna pull the thread back. We're gonna pull this thing out. Oh, we got the arms in. Oh, Sissy's fixed. You see, Sis. Oh, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Sissy's fixed. Look, her arms can move up and down. See, she's totally fixed. Her eyes are closed. Her arms are totally good. Fixed to the right way. Well, Miss Benny, what do you think of what I done? Well, yes, Miss Benny. What do you think? What do you think the way I look? Well, Mr. Mike, you did a good job. See, her arms can move up and down. They're real tight with her head. And as I told the YouTube audience, I spend so much money because I'm just an amateur and I've just been guessing. Yes. So you see, now she's fixed a lot better, and she's going to be tight for at least 6 years, and the rubber band will be rusted, but I got those extra rubber bands. And all I have to do, Benny, is to use a shoe tie. A shoestring. And her arms are very tight, and her head is very tight. Now she can close her eyes too. Now, if I was more knowledgeable, I probably would have got a 3x8 or 2x8 elastic, because that lasts a little bit longer, Benny, since my older sissy still has that 2x8 or 3 thing on her head, and it's not loose yet, but it's another lesson learned. So, yeah, Mike, you did a good job. Yes, Mike, I feel a lot better with my head together and my arms. Thank you. I forgot to inform that Kathy Lee also includes instructions on how to string the dolls. Like this one is for the 18 and 20 inch doll on bands, and then you can use the same bands for the smaller dolls. And up here is how to use it for the walking dolls. And then right here they teach how to use elastic cord for the dolls if you ordered elastic cord from them. But they did include the instructions in here. Well, I got this Araby knockoff. I got her sleeve puffed up finally as I replaced her elastic. I got her underwear puffed up here. Now her clothes are back to normal. Instead of white out, it's normal, thanks to replacing the elastic. I appreciate you and taking your time to watch my doll update. This is Benny. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe.